Welcome, one and all, to the North American Stock Car Racing Association for the 18th round of 20 at Road America. This is the NEXTEL Cup Series on the Pace Network, and I am Steve Pace. And let's get right into it. In 5th place is Abel Sunada, and 4th place is Marcus Willard. 3rd place is Camden Morris. Outside pole is Patrick Raven. And on pole position is Adrian Earl. Let's get right into this 32 lap race. Around this 4.048 mile road course. The longest one on the schedule. Let's go green. One driver will not be going forward in this race, and that's Tommy Roberts. His engine has already grenaded. Already. That's a tough break, but we are going to go green flag racing at Road America. Adrian Earl is going to lead us to green. Green flag. Here we go. It's going to be chaotic into turn 1. There's some 3 wide already. Side by side into turn 1. Earl versus Raven. Raven looks like he's going to get it. Nope. Earl's fighting out on the back. Out on the outside into 3. And it looks like Patrick Raven may get there, but Earl's still right there. She's got a good run, and she's actually going to clear. Adrian Earl into the race lead. That was a very nice move, and into turn 5, a big braking section, nearly into the back of the 39 is the number 6. Everyone is clear, there's some contact, there's people everywhere in the dirt and in the grass, and Jordan Haley has some damage to the back of the number 56 right there, and to the front of it as well. A lot of damage to that number 56. He'll most likely have to come pit and repair all that damage. That's a tough break. Going forward, everybody's making it clean and green so far through the carousel, and we are going to be going into the dogleg. Patrick Raven makes a move. He's going to see if he can get a run coming into Canada corner. And he's gaining, but I don't know if he will make the move. He's more of a patient guy in these times. No move here made. Adrian Earl is going to go under the bridge, and she is going to lead lap 1, most likely. Logan Podjarczyk has had some sort of issue. He's definitely gone off in the carousel. That's a tough break, but up front, all eyes are on Adrian Earl. Here comes Raven into turn 1, and there's Willard as well. Side by side, and I think Earl's going to keep it. And now it is side by side between Raven and Willard, but Willard just went very wide. And Olivia Reynolds has come down pit road with a flat tire. That's a tough break, but hopefully she'll be able to get back out on the road a little quickly and hope for a caution to bring her back into the grid, into the midst of the fight. Arlington has some damage on that number 61. That's probably hampering him. Jerry Paulson has some damage. Jordan Haley did not pit at all. Nick Holliday's making some strange lines right about there. That's interesting. Nick Holliday off in the dirt in the background. I saw that. Mark Evans right here is trying to extend his unprecedented 3 wins back to back to back and make it a 4th in a row. If he were to do that, that would be absolutely insane. He's got to get by Kelsey, and he is running 18th, which is not terrible, but he's got a long way ahead of him to make it stick. Voorhees and Sedgwick, and Eric Olsen is in this race. He qualified. He's running 14th. Not too bad. For Audi Tech, Casey Paulson's up here, having a good day. Brody Williamson. That's Keith Arlington, excuse me. The 61 is Kevin Irely. Tsunoda, Atwater, Richards, Allen, Santorini Jr., Camden Morris, Marcus Willard, and they're fighting again. Patrick Raven under the number 39, gonna try and get that move stuck. And they're side by side out of, like, I think, 3. This is technically turn 4 they're going through right now. And they're gonna go into turn number 5, which is a heavy braking zone, and you need to make your move stick. Into 5, Earl gets an edge, side by side, and Raven's gonna get there. Patrick Raven into the race lead. Olivia Reynolds is way far back here, and Logan Plajarczyk has also pitted. Oh, and so has Jordan Haley, and that car looks almost brand new right now. Doesn't look like there's a lick of damage anywhere on it. That's real good work by that team to get that thing fixed. Up the hill we come, and oh no. There goes Cliff Richards. Watch out, everybody. Oh, the number 54 has blown up, and that's a huge blow up. He is slowing rapidly. Announced out of the top 10 goes to 54, and I think he's gonna just straight up break down and stall. I don't know if this will cause a caution, but he is right in like the racing line, and there he goes. That car is dead. A huge engine grenade for the number 54. Has that caused a yellow? I cannot tell just yet. It has caused a yellow. Caution flag is out for Cliff Richards, who has had a humongous engine failure on the front stretch. We'll bring you right back to the green because we saw it on camera, so we know exactly what just happened. A tough break for Cliff Richards. We are going back green. The pace car is coming in, and we have had some very interesting strategies because Angelina McKinney is the race leader over Dan Sedgwick and Patrick Raven. Green flag, here we go. Stanley McCarthy's coming down pit road. He's got an issue. Dan Sedgwick with a huge jump. There may be something wrong with the number 82. I don't know yet. Oh. Someone stalled at the very back. It's Darren Carter. He stalled. Very big engine failure for the number 94. And will that draw an immediate caution again? No. But Darren Carter has had an engine failure pretty early on. It is lap number 10 of 32. Oh, there are cars everywhere. Oh, be careful, guys. My gosh. Mark Evans is moving forward. There's Keith Arlington right beside him, and Keith Arlington's listed in 7th, but I think he's dropped a little bit. Something's going on, but Mark Evans is on the move, and that's scary. Very scary. Oh, there is definitely something not quite right with the 82. Cody Atwater nearly threw it off just then. Oh, man. There's something wrong with the 82. There definitely is. But it's it's Spears Racing 1-2, and this is like the most unconventional place to run 1-2. Dan Sedgwick is not a road course guy at all. But he's up here on strategy, and his teammate and team boss is hounding him. Well, not a team boss, but kind of? Sort of? At this point, Patrick Raven owns that team, even though Patrick Raven also owns a different team, or at least will, for 2003. Because Allison Alexander Racing, let's see if we can highlight one of them. The number 95 here, that is going away. The number 99 is going away. The number 96 is going away. In the way we know them. Roush Raven Racing is going to take over Allison Alexander Racing for the 2003 season, and it will be a brand new team running this program, so we'll see how that goes. But at the moment, we have Allison Alexander Racing, the 95, the 96, and the 99, and it looks like John Johnston is running the best out of all of them in 18th. Wow, that 82 has significantly fallen. I think it is tire stuff, though. Either he's down a cylinder or he's on such old tires that he's just... there's no point. Mark Evans into the top 10, that is terrifying. He is really trying to do it. Oh! Raven has fallen from second. We might have to take a peek at that and see if there was a reason for it. Coming into 3, Raven makes a very strange mistake. Like, we often do not see Patrick Raven make this kind of mistake. But, you know, sometimes it just happens. And Marcus Willard is right there to capitalize. And they are side by side coming into 4 and into 5. And this is where the move is made. Willard's there. They're side by side. And Willard just gets a better run. A little bit of a mistake from Patrick Raven. Not much of anything at all. Oh, and he actually very nearly fired it back under. But I guess just was not quite there. So Marcus Willard is in second place now. Oh, but Marcus Willard isn't stopping. Here he goes. Side by side with Dan Sedgwick for the race lead. Into 1. Oh, they nearly make contact. Side by side. Into 2 and into 3. They are still side by side. Patrick Raven is seriously closing. He's right there. Brandon Allen has gone wide. Camden Morris and Adrian Earl are back there. And, oh, it's going to go 3 wide. Raven's going to make a daring move. 3 wide into turn 5. They're 3 wide. 3 wide. It doesn't work for Raven, but they're still side by side. Willard and Sedgwick side by side, and Willard is going to hang on to it. That was a wild move by Patrick Raven, but Raven is still trying to get by his teammate. There hasn't been any contact whatsoever. They're keeping it civilized. Oh, Sedgwick. Oh, very nearly in the marbles there. They've kept it civil, and that shows great sportsmanship between the 17 and number 6. You often don't actually see them together on track, but whenever they are, they have a good time battling each other. And that was a sure sign of it. That was some crazy racing and some great action between 3 drivers, and they all kept it clean and kept it off each other, and that's pretty remarkable. But frontward, let's see, have they made any moves? No. Sedgwick is losing a lot of ground. I think those tires are finally kind of shot, but Patrick Raven is right there. He has the opportunity to make the move. He just needs to make it. And he's going to stay patient and try and wait for the right time. Going on to lap number 17. Green flag pit stops are occurring, and Willard and Raven have come in. Allen has come in. And I think almost everybody has pitted between those two laps, between 16 and 17. Is there anyone at all staying out? I don't think so. I think that is everybody coming in. Yep, that is everyone. We will see how it cycles out. Irvine and Fleming, I think, haven't pit? Or maybe they have. But there's no way they have done all that and jumped ahead. No. There's Willard. So we'll see how this cycles out. Here comes Willard, and there's Irvine coming out of the final turn, and into the pits goes Irvine. But Vincent, oh, there's a caution. But Vincent Fleming just took the caution, and I think he's actually leading this race on pace. I don't know where the caution came from. There's 3 wide right here. Oh, that's dangerous. Because one of them's Nick Holiday. Oh, be careful. The caution is out. Oh, and I think it is for Craig Ferguson Jr. We're going to have to take a gander at that. There's a lot of damage to that number 89. Coming into the carousel all by himself, Craig Ferguson Jr. gets wide, gets wider, goes into the marbles, into the gravel, and into the tires. And that's the end of Craig Ferguson Jr.'s day. Most likely. And that draws caution number 2 out at Road America. We're having some very interesting strategies. It is lap number 20 of 32, and we will be going green on lap number 21. And some of the field thinks we can't make it on gas. The pit cycle has occurred, and like I said, most people don't think they can make it on gas, or some at least do not think they can make it, and the rest of the field thinks they can. There's a little bit of a stack-up effect back here. But the question is, can they all make it on fuel? They pitted laps 16 and 17, and we're going to lap 32, so that's right on the fuel window. So we'll see if anybody can survive it. Green flag is back out in the air, and Marcus Willard is your race leader over Brandon Allen, and Allen's gonna immediately try and make a move. Side by side into one. And yeah, Willard's gonna keep that. Patrick Raven has come in. Don't know if there's something wrong with the 6, or if he's just getting gas, but I think he may just be getting a spot of gas. He doesn't think he can make it. Interesting. Oh, Craig Ferguson Jr. is actually back out there, and he is very slow. The 89 didn't actually get wow. The 89 didn't get too much like cosmetic or like mechanical structural damage. It's just mostly cosmetic, but he is definitely a bit slower now. Let's see. Out front, what's it looking like? Willard is still running away with it. Allen in second, Earl in third, Morris in fourth, and Santorini Jr. and Williamson are fighting for fifth. So Charksek is way out wide. They're 3 wide. Feig, Halden, and Killigan. Uh-oh, contact. Oh, big contact. A huge crash. That's Halden and Sammy Killigan into the wall, into the tires, and that's a yellow. That was a big crash. Very, very big crash. Oh, wow. Marcus Willard's there, and Brandon Allen's right on the tail end. They're going to race back to the caution, and it may be very important to see which one of these 2 guys lead back. through Canada Corner and under the bridge, and we'll be going up the hill. Does Alan have any sort of run? No, he does not. Marcus Willard's most assuredly going to lead back to the caution. That was a big crash. Heather Holden's out of the vehicle, and she's all good. But we'll definitely take another peek at that, because that was big. Very, very big. Let's take a different angle of this. It looks like they just made contact, and then... I don't really know who you can pin that on. It kind of just looks like a racing incident. But that's Killigan and Holden very hard into the wall. Heather Holden's out of the race, but Sammy Killigan's gonna keep going on. A big crash has brought out the third caution. So now is where it gets very interesting. This is the majority of the field coming down pit road as we're about to go green. Some are staying out, and I think it's going to be Angelina McKinney in the race lead. I'm not entirely sure, but the green flag is going to come out. Let's get the ticker to update, and we'll see who's in the race lead. But I actually think it may be... Oh man, this is a mess. Brody Blankhausen is in the race lead. And there's definitely something wrong with that 82. He's kind of slow. Jordan Haley's there. Jay Zapfire. And all the rest of these guys are pitting for a dash and go. Or a stop and go for fuel. They just need a dash of gas and they're back out here. This is wild. Fuel strategy is making a big difference in this race. But it's Brody Blankhausen and the number 63 over 2 Schrader racing cars. That's very interesting. And I presume in a couple of laps here, we'll see both of those. All of the guys who have not pit will pit, and we'll see what happens from there. Because who would that even put in the lead? I think Willard? Yeah, I think that would be Willard. Yeah, Willard. This is very interesting. All this strategy is toying with all the fans' heads because it's very interesting to see what they're doing. It's all just a guesstimate to see who can actually last out enough fuel and make a run for the end of this race. If a caution comes out, a green-white checkered could come out, and that could throw a huge monkey wrench in it. Question is now, are they pitting? No. Brody Blankhausen is going to officially take a first or second lap lead, and the ticker will finally update so we can actually see who is leading and who's whatnot. But it's Blankhausen over Haley, Zapfire, Keller, Ashington, Sedgwick, Reynolds, Fleming, Paulson, Casey Paulson, and Kevin Irely. Here we go. Oh, and Jordan Haley's right there. He had some damage earlier, and he's repaired that car. But look at him. He's right there. Jordan Haley, as one of the few drivers who's actually won in, like, very unconventional or not great organizations or, like, vehicles. Because he won with a dying Toyota McKenzie Motorsports. And he's with Schrader Racing, which I will assume is probably a very good organization, like in the top half of the grid instead of in the bottom half of the grid, like Toyota McKenzie Motorsports was. So to see him running up here is kind of amazing. But what's even more amazing is Brody Blankhausen here. I think he is like 40 8 or something, and this was his second career start in the NEXTEL Cup Series. He's been a team owner off and on for several years, basically since the start of NASCRA in 1997, and he's never really gotten his shot to run in NASCRA, really. He's had some part-time starts in the Busch Series lately, which he's done okay at, but this is really unprecedented. He finished top 10 in his very first start last weekend, at Martinsville, and here he is leading at Road America. He's 48 or 49 or something like that, and he is trying to run away with this. And there's a caution. And that's going to be a green, white, checkered. And I think it was Jesse Voorhees that I saw that was slow. Typical. Go figure. It's always, oh, someone's blowing up. Oh, and there goes Vincent Fleming. Aw. Out of the top 10. That's heartbreaking. So this is an odd one. Coming out of the final corner, Logan Plajarczyk decides he wants to pit, then decides he doesn't want to pit. And I think there was something wrong with the steering in that car, because he just plowed into the tires in a very, very peculiar spot. That was very strange. Coming out of the final corner, nothing wrong, and then all of a sudden, the 40 just starts, like, pulling too hard to the right, and he clips those tires. That's one of the strangest wrecks we've seen in NASCRA in quite some time. That's going to bring out a caution, and that's going to bring out a green-white checker. This race has just turned on its head once again. Also, if you were wondering, the number 12 of Jesse Voorhees had some sort of flat tire or some sort of issue, and that's why she was low and not part of the caution in any way. But here we go. We are going to go green for a green-white checkered. Brody Blankhausen is going to lead us back green. Casey Paulson's come down for pit road. He's going to try and get some gas. Green flag. Green-white checkered. Can they make it on fuel? Blankhausen is in the race lead. He's got it. He's going to clear Jordan Haley, and he's just going to try and run away from it. Casey Paulson's come down pit road, which is an interesting strategy. Ferguson Jr. is so slow. Props to that team, though. They've kept it out there. Out front, Jordan Haley is trying to make an offset, but so is Brody Blankhausen. And what world would you have ever considered this to be the top two? A driver in his second start, and Jordan Haley. Jordan Haley's an inconsistent driver, some might say, but he's basically driven for shoddy teams the entire career he's had. And he's with Schrader Racing right now on like one of his best track types, and here he is in the top 3 trying to get a race victory. And Lillian Ashington back there is in 3rd, and she is trying to also make some wild noise. We're going to be coming to the white flag. It's going to get very interesting, I have a feeling, because if anybody can make it, they're going to try and stretch it. The question is, do you try and make it? Do you chance it? Do you have enough fuel? White flag is in the air. Blankhausen does not have enough fuel, nor does Haley. Does anybody have enough fuel? They're all coming in. Everyone. Nobody's taking the white flag actually on track. They're all on pit road. What? Nobody has come to take the white flag. Nobody can make it on gas. Who's going to get out of pit road in time? Can anyone do it? Casey Paulson! Casey Paulson's just taken the race lead from like 30th! What? Oh my god! Casey Paulson's in the race lead! He came down pit road, coming to green flag, and that just won him this race. Oh my gosh. Brody Blankhausen is there too, and he is coming with a full head of steam. I don't believe it. Oh, Casey, oh man. Casey is trying to fight that car. You can tell he's making some wide lines, some strange lines, and Blankhausen is closing so rapidly. There he is. Half a lap to go. Into the carousel. Can Brody Blankhausen pull it back after one of the craziest upsets I've ever seen? The only driver who can actually make it on fuel is the one who decided to pit, coming to the green flag for the green-white checkered. Oh, Blankhausen's right there. Oh, they're coming to the Canada corner. Blankhausen's gonna make a move. He doesn't do it. Into Canada corner. Casey Paulson is trying to defend for his life to get his third career win. And one of the most shocking upset victories ever. Into the final corner. This is all or nothing. And I don't think he's gonna do it. Casey Paulson. Oh, here comes Brody. Casey Paulson is gonna win from 30th on the grid. Oh my gosh. Oh, good God. What just happened? There are cars everywhere. But Casey Paulson pitted from like 8th or something, coming to the green-white checkered flag. He was the only one who could make it on fuel because he pitted, he got just enough, and then he spent just enough time on pit road to get back out there, get enough clean air, and drive by everybody else on pit road. Everybody else on pit road. To then, in the last lap, defend like mad from Brody Blankhausen of all drivers to win his third career race. Oh my gosh. That was also equally one of the closest finishes we've ever had on a road course, just in period. And it happens at Road America. I know the footage is stopped and whatnot, because past me doesn't like to let this stuff drag on, so I honestly just tend to pause the replay once it hits a certain point when I record these races, but like, seriously, that was something else. We've just gotta take a peek at that one last time. Out of the final corner, Casey Paulson comes up the hill, but you see how much Rick Brody gains on him, or Brody Blankhausen, excuse me. I'm so used to Rick Brody being in that car, it doesn't register that Brody's out on injury and Brody Blankhausen is in the 63. Wow. Any more of a bad run out of the final corner, and that number 63 car in his second career Cup Series start would win this race. It stopped at the line, and this is where Casey Paulson unofficially wins his third career race for Trackhouse Motorsports, and one of the most iconic finishes we'll ever have in NASCRA. That, we're going to remember this one for a while, and that is just one of the best finishes to a race we've ever seen, because it was also just so chaotic. Every single driver pitted on the last lap. One car chose to pit going to green flag for the green-white checkered, and that was this number 97. The race leader at the time was that number 63. They finished 1-2, and Casey Paulson went from, I think, about 26th or 27th, technically in the grid, passed by everybody else, and defended from Brody Blankhausen right at the end of it to win number 3. Gosh. What more can you say about that? That was a thriller. There is a reason why Road America tends to be the very last road course we go to in the NASCRA Cup Series schedule, and this is very much why. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Steve Pace, and this is the Pace Network and the North American Stock Car Racing Association, here at Road America, and a wild, wild finish. See you in a couple weeks at Las Vegas, where we will begin to close out the 2002 season. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.